Alright, yo. What's up? Alright. Ooh. I remember what I was gonna actually check. I was gonna check on something. Live control room? Is this how I do it? No. Bro, I'm confused. There we go. Yeah, you can't change the latency, I guess, once it's already live. That kind of sucks. Yo, what's up, Andrew? Yo, what's up? I will figure that out for next stream. That's on my list. That's my next thing. That's my next mountain to conquer. I'll figure out the ultra low latency. Or just low latency. Definitely better than normal. Anyway. Too late now. Alright, agenda for today. The agenda. The agenda must continue. Take these Arsenal tickets. And doublet. Oh, nice. Nice. Probably my DJing chores first. It's a good start of stream ritual. Actually check if I can buy some stuff. Stock. Here we go. Oh, this is nice. Big. What do we got in the... Dang. 340? I feel like you sell at 340. Like... I've seen some pretty big returns, but... Like, how long do you hold these for? It's not like you're in a rush. I mean, look, 477, like, maybe like anything above 400 is a solid sell. It's not like you're in a rush to sell. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of, where is it? Here we go. I'll get rid of these. 477. Like a good price, I feel like. Maybe I can help out here. Blue exchange, that's big. That's huge. Lost 50-50 on 3 accounts yesterday? Dude, I reinstalled WuWa last night, and then, well, I set it to install overnight because it was like gonna take fucking forever because it's like 160 gigabytes or something. But yeah, then I played this morning and I have like mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings because I had fun, but at the same time, dude, I just like I think what I was ruminating on is that I think Wuthering Waves is one of the best games to get ruined by a gacha system that I've ever seen. Like, I think the cadence of new characters in Wuthering Waves, where you could get like one character every 3 weeks, would be like so perfect. But you actually can't do that unless you're dropping hundreds of dollars, which is absurd, and no one should do that. And I'm not gonna run like 10 accounts at once. So like, you know, like you want, cause like, you know, you want a myth, but then if you want to get a myth, you know, you kind of want to play her with Chisa, right? It's either Chisa or Mornier. I have neither, so I could pick up like Chisa, so I could run like Lupa, Chisa, a myth, but like I can't, cause then, you know, it's impossible. It just sucks. It just sucks because like teams are fun to play together, but it's fun to play when they like design these synergies or whatever, but it's impossible to actually get the characters, so you're kind of just cooked. Like pulling 3 back-to-back, even if I was running a monthly pass. Yo, what's up, Star? Finally got on WuWa. Yeah, I was playing this morning. It was fun. The thing is, like, a lot of the fun that I was having is because I was doing the end game. So I did Whimpering Waste, TOA, and I think that was kind of it. And I was kind of running around the Lahiro a little bit. $200 for a full comp? Bro, not even. It worst case scenario, it could be like $900 for a full, if you want like 3 characters. And then what if you want their weapons? Remember, a character in these games with these price points, it's like around $400. Like worst case scenario, but like realistically it's probably like 300 something. Don't be depressed, King. I'm sure WuWa will become a good game in the next 5 years. Like it's just so, it's like there are parts of it that are just so high quality, and then at the same time it's like I was sitting there and I was like, okay, like, you know, I'm at like 60, I got like 60 pity or something on Amos banner. And I was sitting there and I was like, okay, well, I need like another like 10, but if to do this, I'd have to like sit here and grind like minigame slop that I don't want to do. And then I'd have to like go around do exploration or something. I was just thinking like, you know, it's hard when you like when you like take a break from one of those games. Cause I was sitting there in the back of my mind, I was like, you know, if I hadn't stopped, I could have had Amith and I could have had Luke pretty easily, and I could have had probably Mornier. And if I hadn't dumped my pools stupidly, like I was looking at that Chi Wen Eidolon that I bought in the shop, and I was like, I traded Amith for 20% crit rate. Think about that. I traded Amith for 20% crit rate on Chi Wen. Like, dude, copies are a scam. Copies are just straight scam. Like, you can't, like, it's a mistake. And he has like 2 best in slot teams, so unless I get 30k Astrites by her Fusion Burst support, I'm cooked. Oh, you mean like for a future Fusion Burst support? Yeah, so she's got, is this real news? So so it's like Amith, Lupa, Chisa, and then, wait, is it then Amith, Lupa, Mornier? Because she has like the Toon Break and the Fusion Burst thing. So you can do either one or something like that. I'm missing Chisa and Mornier basically. So don't have Mornier, Lupa, or Chisa? Yeah, I mean, it's like, I feel like you're just kind of cooked after. It's just like a cooked situation. And, like, where do I put this? Is this on this side? No, it's on the other side, isn't it? How do I put this? Like, it's really fun to like play these teams, but like the rigid nature of it kind of makes it so that like you want characters. I feel like I want characters on a faster cadence than like in other games. Does that make sense? And but all the characters are so good, like you want all of them. But like, you know,
Careful. That enemy looks really dangerous.
you know. Amy can toggle between 2 different kits, Toon Break focused and Fusion Bird focused, so both work. Okay, yeah, Mono Fusion and Hyper Carry. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think you can also run like Brant instead of Chisa, right?
Engaging. Stay safe, team. And I better luck for these shots. Nicely done. Thought about taking
And I'm kind of just sitting there like, do I just skip Amith and go for Luke instead?
I pray that the land accepts you all.
But then if I lose the Luke 50-50, like then we're truly cooked. Like if I lose the 50-50 for Luke, that's the other thing. It's like none of it's even guaranteed. Like I'm talking about like worst case.
I'll leave that side to you.
Yeah, we're truly in cooked territory. Yo, plastics. Yeah, Kang. It is open world. It's open world. Yep. Amith, Mornier, Linné. Oh, okay, yeah, that's another one. I have Linné. I don't have Mornier. See, dude, it like this. Like it reminds me of Honkai Star Rail, bro. Like I don't know how. Am I wrong for saying this? Am I the only one? But it's like, what is Honkai Star Rail doing right now? It's like you want Sparksy, you want Yao Guang, you're gonna want whatever future relation character. Like, I just feel like it's such a cooked situation. Where it's like, yeah, the team, like these teams would be really fun to play if you had all of the components.
I pray that the land.
But that's if you have all the components. And if you want all the components, you gotta pull like back to back to back to back. Back to back to back. Realistically. No, you know what? You would have to pull like 4 times in a row if you want to Chisa as well. Speaking of WuWa, the gacha smack drama is huge. I had no idea. Okay, drama slop enjoyer plastics is starting things up. We talked about it yesterday. I you know, like guys, like I said, I'm just a human, okay? Like you think our ancestors who watched games at the Coliseum, like you think we're any different? Think we're any different? So yeah, I was watching the Gacha Smack stream earlier. So yeah, I watched like half of it, but it's actually not, you know, I don't know. Is it actually a big deal or are we just waffling? We had to spend a notable amount of IRL money on this. Not sure how heavy the gacha is on Enfield. No, but it kind of is. It exists in the same standard as the other ones, as like WuWa and all that other stuff. Like, you know, you can have your monthly pass plus battle pass for like $11 a month or so. Or you can be like, okay, and that'll let you maybe get, I don't know, 1 out of every 2 characters or something, depending on your luck. Or you can say I want every character, and then you'll be spending like thousands of dollars. So, you know, it kind of exists on that same scale, probably. Like thousands over like the course of, you know, however long. Oh, nice. Someone actually did this? Wait, of course they did it. Of course, because I'm a high value Enfielder who's like doing the highest value Wuling jobs, unlike somebody who keeps putting 12k, like the lowest value Wuling jobs, on the board. Stop stressing because endgame rewards suck and only content you're missing is 2 to 3 weeks worth. Well, like I can do all the endgame content except For middle tower, floor 4, whatever you would call it. Like the fourth, yeah, the fourth thing on middle tower. That's like whale bait, isn't it? Is that the consensus that the community has come to? Like I can like on middle tower floor 3, I can ignore the like shilling buffs, and I just used Augusta Yuno Shorekeeper, and I did it. But then on floor 4, it feels like impossible, unless I would have like a Amyth or whoever I need to use. Wait, that was a 310. I messed up. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Give me that. Like monkeys in a zoo. Don't know how heavy they went after him, but at the same time, I'll say, bro threw some fighting words. He threw down the gauntlet, like medieval style. Like in the King Arthur story, like when the Green Knight came and threw down the gauntlet to Sir Gawain. Is that what we're talking about here? And everyone said, Gawain, don't pick it up, and then Gawain was like, fuck you. I'm picking it up. Is that what we're talking about? Couch sack thing is kind of just a nothing burger, easily resolved by both sides, seeing that different people have different experiences at once. W FedEx job employer. Where are we even going here? Oh, almost popped off. Oh, nice, perfect. I'm waiting to get a job that will take me to a new place so I can extend my power line. I think Gotcha Smack wanted to create another Chisa moment, but he's too deep to take it back. I mean, I think, I don't know. Like again, guys, I was watching that live, by the way. I was watching that live. I was watching his stream to watch the story. So I was there live when that happened, and like I don't know if that it didn't feel like fake, but it's kind of like nuanced, because it's like in the moment I was also like I kind of feel like the emotional impact of what the writers are going for, but I also totally understand like why that was like, I don't know why he started laughing. Like I don't know, like I thought it was kind of funny too, but you know, but yeah, nothing burger maybe. Criticizing the writing is one thing, but he was saying that people didn't like it were fatherless. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. I mean, yeah, like you said, pretty easily resolved by both sides, probably. I really should not be spending on this. I don't need these upgrades. Waste. The consensus is cooked. I've stopped taking it seriously after the Toon Break HP inflation situation. Yeah, I think middle tower floor 2 is or floor 4 is a little, I think that's cooked. Like I think that's permanently cooked. Like I know it's only 50 astrites. People are like, oh, it's only 50 astrites, but I want the satisfaction of completing it. Like I want a game mode that I can complete. But like realistically, if I don't have like the full Amyth team or something, I'm not clearing that, bro. Maybe if I had like Augusta Yuno signature, maybe I could power through, but like I also don't have signature weapons, like that many signature weapons. So, you know, it's cooked for me. Yeah. Yeah. I think I was watching his stream earlier. I didn't finish it, but I'm pretty sure he addressed like the fatherless thing. Which yeah, like generalization, like he said what I always say, which is that generalizations are not good to like generalize people in a certain way. But like he's I don't know if he said that, but he might have spoken more on that himself. But yeah. Wait, is that what I think that is? Kidding me. Almost first tried that. Wait. Oh my god, dude, these people are on fire today. We're actually on fire today. Actually, what I'm doing is kind of toxic because like realistically, like everyone should probably just accept one Wuling job from the board because we can only transfer one Wuling job. So like if you take more than one, then that's like one person that can't get their Wuling job. But it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And I went several days without a good Wuling job, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh nice, I can like expand my thing over here too. This is like definitely the farthest as well. I can probably go from here to here and just thread this needle, or I can go like this. I kind of want to do it like this because it'll be fun to zip over this. We'll see. Stealing our jobs? Dude, I went several days without a Wuling job. Like, you know, and how do I know that like if I were not to accept these, that they just would not, they would just go unaccepted for forever. Like maybe people are just not playing as much like on the Amazon delivery job.
I'll leave that side to you.
Maybe people are kind of tired of FedEx delivery jobs and I need to step up for the community. I hope this is the right direction. I kind of just panicked and ran past all those enemies. Yes. Wait. Bridge is over there. What do you expect? You can tell easily just by watching a little stream that he has an asshole vibe. No wonder people constantly attacking. Gotcha smack? I don't know if it's fair to say that he has an asshole vibe. I don't know if that's quite what I'd say. Mordecai. That's what people say. That's what the word on the street is. The word on the street. I mean, everyone can form their own opinion, but I don't think he's... Oh. I wouldn't say he's got the asshole vibe. Can I make this way? If I can make it across there, I can make it like to that bridge or something. If I can hit this bridge, I can then thread this needle through here. Just go straight this way, probably, is the ideal scenario. Consensus though is that it's free to play because one single free to play team was able to clear some patches ago. So they'll ignore WuWa and double matrix pawns entirely. I haven't tried double matrix pawns. Also, like a lot of the fun that I was having in WuWa earlier was that I was just doing the combat, but I was doing like all the combat related stuff. And I did one round of that one like minigame slot thing where it's it's literally that mobile game thing where it's like you're going through like the little buff hoops, and then it's like there's an enemy and you're like shooting and it's like you're getting upgrades as you're going. Like it's okay. Like, that was kind of a chore, and like I was having fun doing the endgame stuff. So I was doing the endgame stuff. But then when I finished the endgame stuff, now I can't do that stuff again for another like 2 weeks or a month or whatever it is, right? So like, that's my thing with WuWa. Like, I think WuWa is one of the greatest games I've ever seen get dragged down by its gacha system. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm not saying you have to be like Duet Night Abyss or Warframe, but if I could just play like a bunch of combat encounters and earn characters that way, I mean, I feel like we'd all agree that the game would be better. Or again, like player freedom, you choose which things you want to do. If you want to do like the minigame stuff to get characters, you can do that. As for showcasing, it's out of casual players' reach, even day one casual. Wait, really? The pawn matrix? Like, it's incompletable if you're not whaling, is what you're saying. What you're telling me. Or like at least spending like a good amount. I respect Matt because he's a very like down to earth guy. He's clearly not spending his entire life on Twitter and Reddit. Isn't afraid to speak his mind. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree on that. Yeah, I think he just said in his stream, because I'd only watch half of it, so like you have to watch the full thing yourself. But I actually don't know. Like I think he like, I don't remember exactly. I think he like minorly touched on it. Like said something about how like generalizations are not generally good. That's a little unfair, but
Wow, you can actually do that.
okay, I'm taking this guy out too. It doesn't bother me.
No worries, it's all part of our job.
Casuals and oh, it doesn't put the time into sweaty rotations. Oh, okay, yeah. Remember that little bit in Genshin at the very beginning where you glide with Amber and drop bombs on top of enemies? I think I remember that. I remember that. Build upon Matrix is a mode where you can use all characters, so it gets easier the more teams you build. You can use, what do you can use all characters? What is that? Sorry, I should have tried it myself when I was there, but I got busy. I was literally playing for like 3 hours this morning, doing all the other stuff. This can actually reach over here, which is kind of nice. Put this here. From here to like forward along this path. And thank God for Wi-Fi electricity. Yeah, sorry. So when you say use all characters, as opposed to like in TOA where you can use all characters, or you mean like even if you haven't pulled the character, you can use them, like trial characters? All characters can be used once, supports like Shorekeeper and Verena twice, and you build up points on hologram like enemies. All the teams you... Oh, okay. Yeah, so the more teams you have, I get it. I get it. I'm kind of remembering like the description of it during the live streams and stuff too. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to zip through here. Okay. Dude, that's one thing is like, I feel like I've been playing for a long time. Thank God you can use Verena and Shorekeeper twice. Because I feel like I've been playing since day one with like a couple breaks in between, but I feel like the amount of teams I have feels like low. I think because I end up reusing characters like Shorekeeper a lot. Damn, are these gonna be like some short... There's gonna be some short zip lines here. I wonder if I can go straight from like here to there. Maybe if I... Maybe if I were to zip from... Are we thinking this is gonna be allowed, or is that an illegal zip line? Like threading this gap right here. Just the characters you have, but using all the characters. Okay, yeah, since every team can contribute. Okay. Okay, I remember it being kind of like a gauntlet, right? Where you'd have like, you'd like set up like 3 teams or something, and then they'd like cycle. You'd like fight using those 3 teams, getting points and stuff. Yeah, I feel like maybe going from here to like here is the play, actually. It's like really far though, really. If I can put this on this bridge? Oh, what's going on? Oh, you can't put it on this bridge that you build? That's messed up. Bro, come on, please. Oh, please, dude. I'm making it up for content. That was for content. That was for the stream. That was not on purpose. I mean, that was on purpose. Are we seeing this vision though? Like from here? It's kind of ugly because it's on the stairs, but we're seeing this vision right here? From here, like to up there? I hate putting things in the middle of walkways like this, but it is what it is. There's some extras, like old characters getting damage buffs. Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, this is where you get the buffs. That's where the characters got buffed. I remember that. And yeah, the auto level 90. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Not uncommon to see S0 R1 optimized runs outperform slightly less optimized S2 R1 runs. Okay. Like, yeah, I feel like with when I was doing my gameplay, like, again, I was doing Whimpering Waste and TOA, and I was vibe maxing. I was doing my, you know, instead of rotation maxing, I was vibe maxing. I was doing my strategy, and I cleared everything first try, except for Middle Tower, Floor 4. Except for that. That's the only one that's kind of feels out of my reach.
I'll leave that side to you.
So we're definitely making this, yeah. Gotta clear out all this crap.
Like a flash, it struck.
Can we get a petition going for some fluorite buffs? They'll probably just release like a fluorite like S6 star version or something before they start buffing 4 stars. Dude, the integrity of this job is like, I'm really fucking this up. Who's taking damage, by the way? Bro, we're at 60. I think I'm doing a bad job. I didn't lock in like I should have. I want to get to... I want to get here. Alright, screw it. I got this. Wait. I can no-hit these guys. Is there any info about endgame modes being added to the game? Something like TOA and WuWa or Abyss? Yeah. So losing purposes, live clears anything? Yeah. I think they're gonna add something somewhat soon. I've heard they're gonna be adding something. Don't add a timer at the top of the screen endgame mode. Yeah, there's a couple things they mentioned in the live stream that haven't hit the game yet. There's a couple like combat related things. They might be permanent things. I don't know about any like rotating endgame stuff. But there's a couple like endgame type things that are coming. And I think they are planning on eventually adding something like that. That would make sense, right? But the elevation's like really carrying me right here. Wait, this is like perfect. So from here, what's the goal then? From here, we're just like straight up, we're just zipping through here. Bro, there's no way I can actually... 110 is really pissing me off. Oh, that's really making me angry. Oh, 110. Probably will from what we know from the second beta. Yeah. Yeah, there was a mode in the second beta that was like a combat focused end game mode. But it didn't award aura berries, but I think they mentioned in the live stream that it will. This is one thing that actually concerned me about the live stream, because I said that mode, it was not a DPS track with a timer mode. It was just like some unique combat thing with like a mechanic or gimmick or something. And it was kind of cool, but they said they were going to add like time challenges or something to it to like make it more intense or something. I don't know. And then they're adding like aura barrel rewards. So I'm guessing there will be a DPS strike with a timer incoming. Kind of sucks because like this is very pure, like the game feels like very pure right now because there's none of that like meta discussion, like, you know, T0, T1, this, that, like power creep, HP inflation, like, you know, there's none of that stuff going on right now. So I see my zip line. This is complicated. This is gonna be complicated to zip through here. I wonder if I can still see it from here. Too far. This could be good. Can I even go anywhere from here though? Maybe here instead. I could thread this angle. I'm trying to get like what, up straight up? No, I'm trying to go more through here. Look how beautiful this is. Look at this. It's a gazebo. Yeah, if I can just like somehow get down there. Probably. Virtual Crisis was this endgame? Yeah. Yeah, Virtual Crisis is really good. What game is this game most similar to? I mean, it's 3D open world, gotcha. Honestly, it's pretty unique. Like, it's hard to say. I mean, obviously, like Genshin and WuWa are like the ones that come to mind, but so much of it is like kind of unique from that it's hard to really compare. It feels like a different genre in many ways. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do like some ugly like what if is there a path through like here? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean I could, oh wait, maybe. It looks like a cliff though. No, yeah, that's cooked. Kind of cooked. I wonder if I can place something up there though. So I could like zip down here and then like zip up there. I'm not doing any like 30-meter zips, bro. We're not about that life here. If your zip isn't over 100, it's weak. Damn, I kind of can play something right here though. Oh my god. Bro, are you serious? How is that red? What's red? What's blocking it? Oh. Can I go anywhere from here? I don't know if I can. What's my favorite Indian streamer? Okay, first of all, I feel like you didn't complete that message. Second of all, I'm not Indian. So. They want a timer one, something like Double Pawn Matrix would be fun since you get to use all the teams. There is, yeah, like Genshin also has its theater thing. That like once a game has been running for so many years and you have so many characters, it can be kind of cool to have an endgame mode where, but obviously it favors like people who have been playing for a long time who like have all those characters. But it's kind of cool just being able to like throw like all these characters that you have into the end game and like kind of make use of all of them. That is kind of cool. But it's usually something the game will add like a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, theater came out like several years, so this cliff is like kind of screwing me right here. This is a cool zip, but I don't know if I can do anything with this. Should have powered it so I can actually test.
How did you know I love stuff that shines?
I can't even power it. I think this zip is cooked. Like I don't think I can get anywhere from here. It's kind of cool, but I was complaining about the gauge system, but ended up winning both Lave and Gil, so no complaints anymore. That's so based, actually. That's so based. There's no way I'm stuck here, right? How does this even happen, dude? Why is it always me? Why is it always me? Is there an unstuck thing in the settings? Is this gonna count as teleporting? No. But it did push me all the way back here. I mean, if we're already at 40%, like, do we just take the TP and, like... Dude, why don't I just extend this? Like, I feel like this would be easier than, like, whatever this is. Like, this little gazebo thing is really screwing me. Adding more mechanics for skill? Yeah. Yeah. Did you drop other gotchas? No. No, I have a few that I'm doing. Bricking that guy's FedEx order? I mean, like... He knew the risk when he accepted it, like the one in this corner. Like, we all know the risks. We all know the risks. Like, I'm unironically thinking this might be easier, but like, I want to do this. I want to keep this one. Like, the map is not reflective of the terrain at all.
Who's that? What's that?
Whatever. What else am I gonna do? I'm running.
I'm in the flow. All variables within estimates.
Genji's Theater could be good too. I prefer less restrictions, more roguelike style effects. Yeah. Yeah, that could be interesting. Sometimes I get frustrated with Genshin's Theater because like the randomness of the characters you have. But I think they make the combat encounters a little easier to, you know, to make up for that. Yeah, the thing that they had before in the beta, it would be like, you know, like what was one of them? It was like it wasn't like anything like mind breaking, like new or anything. It wasn't like game changing, but it I'm thinking like I wonder if I should just zip through here. Nah, I'm sticking to this. Like it would be like, okay, it would be like spawning like 4 archers in like a little circle, but then the archers would be like immovable, like they wouldn't move. So you could AoE them kind of easily, but at the same time, you know, is it like anything game changing? Like you're kind of just DPSing down some like still targets and like dodging their arrows and stuff. Like it was okay. There was another one where there was like, it was like, you know, there was a gas, so your like HP is slowly ticking down. So you need a healer basically. Like the whole gimmick is like bring a healer. Why didn't I just take my zipline route that I literally just made? For some reason I had it in my head that like, because it wasn't complete, I couldn't take it. That's awkward. Enfield's my 5th and it's getting a bit complicated with new uni. Yeah. Dude, I was just thinking about this yesterday because again, I downloaded WuWa this morning. I was having fun. I was looking at this and I was like, bro, like, I'm doing Zenless, Genshin, and Arknight's Enfield. I mean, and Genshin is like I like Genshin, but like we got like when you got so many new games coming out that are like doing new things, it's kind of like, do you keep playing like the 6-year-old game that you've been playing for years already? Like I feel like they're not taking this seriously, you know? Like some innovation would be like kind of nice. Yeah, the lunar level, yeah, on theater is hard too. Like it's a bit of extra challenge. I go for that too every time. I'm trying to increase my tarot card collection. Because it reminds me of Lord of Mysteries, and I love tarot cards. Yeah, this one's not taking me anywhere, I hate to say. I'm gonna try powering it. Okay, the only way to test is try powering it and then see if I can like thread through there in any way. Enfield has the Tarkov extraction mode as a weekly event in the beta. Now it's just a one-time. Yeah. Yeah, one time, you know, that's kind of one of my things for gotchas in general is like one and dones are kind of like, if you come up with an interesting game mode idea, like Virtual Crisis, right? Like they'll bring it back every once in a while, but like that could be something. And if it was, you know, and we've talked about the co-op boss gauntlet in WuWa, that would be probably be pretty fun. something that you can feel free to like play a bit more than just like one and done, and then wait for them to refresh it like in 2 patches or whatever it is. If this can reach down here, I'm gonna soy out a little bit. Oh my god, it actually does. Oh my god. Oh my god, no way. Wait, I can actually, I'm like going around this corner. Around this, oh, wait a sec. Guys, why did nobody tell me about this? Wait, what the fuck? Dude. I'm so happy right now. Unbelievably happy. Okay, I think this corner is the best we can do. Oh, and it's just open field. It's just open field from there. Before. Gonna build this on this flower bed. Sorry. Actually, I feel kind of bad doing that. Actually, I don't want to do it on a path. Change my mind. What a waste of a game mode. It has potential. Yeah, that extraction does. And again, the extraction thing, it's so unique, right? It's so unique. Like, I have we seen anything like that really? Read Lord of Mysteries? Yeah, I do. Big Lord of Mysteries fan. So what happened to Overwatch? Is Overwatch back? Does this mean Overwatch is back, guys? Or did something bad happen? Because there's like an update, like a massive update, right? They're adding a bunch of characters and doing some big stuff. Is that what's going on? Genshin is home, can't drop it? Yeah. One and done and then refresh in 2 patches? You mean exactly like ZZZ's co-op, which I predicted, or are we still high on copium? Okay, I feel like we're just trying to start something. Guys, I think, look, in regard, like, with that, I know you're trying to one-guy me right now, but I'm gonna address the allegations, okay? I'm gonna address the allegations. With the ZZZ co-op, I think they legitimately were thinking, like, you know, we can, there's no way this is gonna go, like, I can't place this like in my factory. Like that would be kind of disgusting. But then if I place that there, I don't know if I can, I don't know if it's going anywhere. Like I think it's kind of reasonable that they want to do like a beta and then see how it went and then make some changes and then release it again, you know? Plastics out for blood. He knows ZZZ co-op is my weakness. Everybody knows this. Tomas, no, thanks for following on TikTok. Appreciate you. Thank you. Found it for me. Thank you. Can we get one more miracle? What is that platform up there? Can we get one more miracle with the zip lines? One more Hail Mary? Because like, bro's over there. I mean, I need to get over this river anyway. Wait, if I need to get over this anyway, wait, I'm chilling. I'm big chilling. I just need to zip over there. There's like gotcha, too afraid to add too much content. I think that's actually true. I think it's actually true. I think you know, this theory that if they add too much content, like if they were to add, if like WuWa or ZZZ or HSR Genshin or whatever, if they were to add like a mode where you could like do it Night Abyss-esque mode where you sit there and grind it for however long. I think they legitimately think that people would play too much and then they'd get burnt out and then they'd stop like logging in every day. You know what I mean? Like I legitimately think there's like some sort of like weird psychology thing going on where they're like, because you want people to log in every single day, but give them like a tiny little dose, and then hold out on them beyond that, because like, so they just keep coming back for more. Like keep coming back for another hit. But if they can get it all out of their system, then they like they might not come back the next day. Just remember, anything you say can and will be used against you. If you make a big statement, Drama King Plastic will definitely remember. Are you gonna clip it and like send it to all the other streamer guys and get me like canceled? Because I have faith in ZZZ co-op. Oh yeah, we're threading this needle right here. Like we're definitely not reaching. I mean, unless we can do some magic. I don't know. You don't know until you try. Yeah, it's definitely going through a wall. Bonobo. Bonobo, nice name by the way. Thanks for following on Twitch. Yeah, we'll just do this here. There's a 6 to 7% chance that Volps gets clipped by plastics. Like sleeper agent, come to end my career. Maybe, probably. You never know. Trust no one. It's a dog eat dog world out there, you know? Again, I could just like run from there to there, but like no one's doing that, right? Like you're not going through all the effort of setting up this entire zip line to run the last like, how much is this, 60 meters? Yeah, no one's doing that. Literally nobody. It's like a nice placement. Then I'll put this here. This is pretty aesthetic. Got the 2 pillars, even though they look different. But yeah, I feel that with the content thing. I think that's why like Enfield's factory thing being a mode where you can dump a lot of time into it and then you don't really get pulls out of it, you know? Like at least not directly, maybe like indirectly. You get like a few standard pulls or something. But kind of just for the love of the game, I guess. Like this right here, this is like for character progression. Like I'm setting up these zip lines so like I can do faster deliveries. And then I can get more stock bills. Which means I can basically just buy stuff in this shop, right? And it's mostly gonna come down to like buying these. And then like I guess you'll find like chests and stuff. Like gear artificing. It's like gear progression. I'd want to play this game, but suck at base building. Don't think I'd be too interested in it. I thought the same thing, to be honest, when I was playing the beta. I got beta access, and I was like, I really don't think I'm gonna like factory. I've never played that before, but I just played it and I liked it. Like it's the first like factory game I've ever played, and I just really liked it. So I don't know. It's possible you won't. You know yourself best, but it could be worth a try if like. You like, you know, if you think it looks at least somewhat appealing. You know, it's free, so like you lose nothing by like trying, you know? If you think you'd want to try it. That's tough. I lost like 40k there. That's a tough one. Do I have any more or was that my third? Yeah, it was my third. What I should do is transfer these jobs. Wait, what happened? W aesthetics while going through trees and bushes while ziplining? Okay, I mean, but like, are we really focused on that, or are we focused on... Is that like the important part? Is that the important part? Because I can't control that. Like, that's the developer. If the developers didn't want me to do that, they would have hard-coded, like, the leaves so they block your zip line. You know? That's on the developers. All that I can control is, like, if I'm placing things, like, directly in a pathway or something like that to ruin aesthetics. And then I have to do this, right? Yeah, transfer. There's not a faster way to do this, right? I feel like I can't comprehend. There's like so many button clicks behind doing this. I feel like I must be missing something. Why? Switch. This. Well-oiled machine at this point. This. Trust your judgment. Maybe you enjoy it. It's free at least. Yeah. There are parts of it, parts of it that were very alluring, were like, for example, having the full team out. I think exploration is fun in this game. I enjoy it. Speaking of exploration, what is the general feeling for the bike in Wuthering Waves? Because I was doing that earlier this morning, and like some of it was cool. Like, I'm glad you can put Persona music on in the background. That kind of like really sold the experience. But I found trying to go like uphill certain places was kind of annoying. Like, as soon as I hit like a ledge, I would kind of get defeated by... Am I going through this wall right here? Oof, that's tough. Gonna be hearing about that one in the Twitter DMs. Through the rock again? Wait, this one is probably the most... Yeah, okay. This one's like... I mean, I was shocked that this one even worked. Joseph Koala. So, I'm doing good. I just set up another W zipline. Volpa STF. Delivery services. Bike was wonky at first, so you get used to the controls. Yeah, maybe it'll take a little bit longer. I felt like, dude, what I've been wanting WuWa to do for the longest time is to like make the maps a little smaller. Like, I know it's when having the big open space with the bike can like feel cool, but like, is it cool like the 100th time you're trying to go somewhere? Like, it's cool like putting on the Persona music and then like you get the cinematic view or whatever on the bike, but I don't know. Maybe you're not, maybe you're like kind of fast traveling around a lot anyway. But some areas just feel like really, really big. But I'm still like with the aesthetics of WuWa, I still get chills with how beautiful it looks sometimes. Like the graphics and the aesthetics. I definitely feel sorry for people playing Wuthering Waves on their phone. I definitely pour one out for those guys. Wait, this is my transfer job, right? Maybe I'll do some upgrades too. What do we got? To upgrade her stuff.
Got a few tips to get a better view of the road.
What drew me to the channel was the scenery looks great, combat looks very cool, flashy at least. Yeah. Field, yeah, this is like heavily glazed on the Enfield combat system, but I just think having the full team out, I think is I guess it could come down to preference, but I feel like it's an improvement over like cycling one character, because I think it's just very cinematic having like several characters acting at once and like you're in control of them, you know. Dude, they were just grouped and now everyone's apart again.
From the storms, it came.
Look at this. 4 combo, bro. I lost. Oh yeah, I the 110 max meter thing, yeah, I ran at that too. Sometimes it would show red, and like one time, a couple times I got it to be like it was white, so like I could set it 110 exactly. It's kind of jank. Maybe it's like actually more than 110. It's like 110 point something. You know what I'm saying? They don't show you, like they just round the number. They don't show you that. That could be what's going on. Drama drew me to this channel. It's actually peak drama content. Is it actually? Is it actually?
Talk's cheap, mate. Gotta put it.
I feel like I try to stay.
I'll leave that side to you.
I don't know. Maybe I am peak drama content. I don't know. Maybe that's what maybe I just need to lean into it. I just need to do more. I need to farm harder. Accept your nature. You are who you are.
Like a flash, it struck.
And just whiffed all the spears. Even one story was so good that I will forgive WuWa's every mistake. I just hate you can cancel your own skills. Bro, the thing is, when the story is better, and look, I've said this before, but it might just be my I was actually thinking about this earlier. I'm a very deep thinker, if you guys couldn't tell. I'm a very thoughtful, like deep, you know, authentic, genuine, you know, I'm all of those things. But anyway, I was thinking about this earlier, and I feel like I uniquely like not criticizing, but like giving feedback, and I guess criticizing Wuthering Waves, or like analyzing, and analyzing might be the better word. But I feel like it's just fun to, it's like more fun than like other stories to analyze. For all characters on field, and Field's implementation of that could have been a bit more advanced. Yeah. Which character you pilot doesn't exactly matter. Yeah, there's like slight differences with which character you pilot, like final strike speed or I guess other stuff, but like slight differences. Blue Arsenal tickets on Gilberta's weapon? I don't know. Maybe they'll add more complexity to the combat as time goes on. Because I think right now, the thing that if I had to offer, like, I think maybe the biggest weakness or critique on the feedback on the combat, it's that when your combo skills are like all on cooldown, you're kind of just like holding left click. So like sometimes there's stuff like you can use skills in that time, you know. You kind of want to like you have to somehow like manage your skill points and combo skill cooldowns and all that stuff so that you're not I don't feel like never want to be just like stuck. You want to be like building towards something, I guess. Does that make sense? Like sometimes I'll just do like 2 final strikes and like nothing will happen because like everything's on cooldown or something. Can we get a spicy take that will attract the drama slap community? I'm in that size range right now. Like guys, like I'm in that size range of like stream or subs or whatever where I'm basically just like I feel like nobody cares what I say. So, you know, like I may as well not exist. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's not accurate, but I mean, that doesn't mean I'm gonna take your advice to drop some spicy drama slop, but
looky here. Got a few tips to get a better view of the road.
not like in a bad way. In a way, it's cool because like you kind of just you can just talk about whatever you want and not worry. But obviously, I mean, you still have to be like responsible and not be weird. And I don't know. You'll get what I'm saying. I'll get what I'm saying. You can hide from your true nature, but when you were calling out Ren and MTash for their DNA coverage, it was peak. Okay, I still feel like looking back, you know, like I was passionate, but was I too passionate? Was I too passionate? Like I feel bad for Rin now. I feel like that guy gets undeservedly dogpile. Like he's getting called a rat for like his like Enfield attempts at like Enfield information and correction stuff. He was getting called like a rat. He was getting called like all this stuff, and it was like super undeserved. I feel kind of bad watching that. And then I was sitting there and I was like, I wonder if like the way he feels watching that, being called a rat now, I wonder if I made him feel a similar way with my video. And then I felt bad, and then I self-examined myself, and I was like, maybe in the future I won't. I'll stick to more points-based, arguments-based critiques. You know what I mean? Although I don't think anything I said even comes close to what like your dedicated drama slop channels are hitting.
I'm in the flow.
And I was hoping you'd say that.
You can't escape this.
Looking for a Genshin-like game to play with my little girls without the fan service? How's this compared? Sorry, you sent that a while ago. Let me respond to that. Genshin-like game without the fan service. Reverse 1999 is the gacha game that has the least fan service, but it's not Genshin-like. It's literally like turn-based with cards. It's not like something you can play co-op, really. I don't know. I don't know if there's any gacha game, because like gacha games, because they're anime styled, that you feel like you would feel like it feels like they're aimed more at younger audiences, but they're really not, just because of like gambling and fan service and all that stuff exists. I don't think the fan service in this game is as intense, but there's probably going to be some characters that will lean more into it eventually. So like, is that fair? Does Arknights, does Enfield? I feel like Enfield just isn't as like, look at Gilberta, you know, like look at Gilberta's design, right? Or like Levitain, you know. Chaos Zero Nightmare has no fan service? Don't say that. Gacha game is a fan service synonym? Yeah, it's kind of tough. Like, if it wasn't for the gambling and the fan service, they would be like perfect kid games though, so. If it wasn't for those two small things, you know? How about this one? Let me flash through the characters and you can, I don't have the energy. I'm not burning my desserts. Let me scroll through the characters and you can tell me. Infinity Nike would be a good game for a Genshin like with no fan service. They don't have any fan service? Infinity Nike? Yeah, Infinity Nike is pretty well liked. They did get kind of clowned on for like their gacha is pretty intense, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, every game has the gacha. Okay. All right. So we got this. We got this.
Standing by. Looky here. The flying mist messenger got a special letter.
See, like, I think Enfield, they lean a lot more into this like baggier style, like, you know what I'm saying? Like these like flowing clothes and, you know what I'm saying?
I'm primed for optimism.
Like I see more designs like this than, okay, like midriff, but okay, last rites. Just kidding. Sorry, never mind. Take it back.
I must master this power.
Let's go over the battle plan once more, shall we?
The battlefield shows no mercy for mistakes.
Sensor Zero Nightmare is perfect right now.
These
Okay.
hone our skills with true devotion.
Dude, I'm pretty sure they swapped it back. I don't know for sure, but
Awesome, right? I offer
from a fan service standpoint, it looks pretty mellow. Yeah, I think so far at least for sure. I mean we've seen like, you know, Fongy, Tong, Mifu, like we've seen all these future characters too. I would not say they're hitting the same levels as
Visibility's good.
others.
Perfect weather for snowboarding. I overworked myself again. A strong team is one without any weak links.
I think there's obviously some, but probably when compared to like ZZZ, WuWa, even Genshin, yeah, it's probably better. Basically just a cute open world dress up game, similar vibes to Mario Odyssey. Yeah, Infinity Nike maybe. Can you co-op in that though? Can you co-op in Enfield? I don't even know if you can. Although maybe a co-op is not the... Co-op might not strictly be like... needed, I guess. Yeah, no problem, brother. No problem. Or sister, or whatever. Yeah. Anything. Oh, sorry, Mikhail. Let me catch up on what you were saying. Yeah, 1% of Maggie's. Yeah. Looking back, the heck on Maggie, so proportionally unjustified. Yeah, it was not. Yeah. Wait, Nikki. Yeah, okay, yeah, Nikki. Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying Nike. Because there's that other game called Nike. Okay, yeah, so you can co-op in that, and then there's no co-op in Enfield. Yeah. Not yet. Maybe they'll add it, but yeah, that might be the
personal status team.
maybe if they add co-op in Enfield, that would be a good option. But
Best thing I've done today.
I haven't played Infinity Nikki, but I trust Quarley. She's saying there's not much fan service and it's kind of cutesy and dress up game, and they have co-op. That could be a good option. That could be a good option for your needs.
A definitive outcome achieved through strong teamwork. Yeah.
You'll ever do something about WuWa's co-op? I don't know. I don't know. I hope they do. I think co-op and WuWa could be pretty fun if they tried. Like I think it was like okay, again, ZZZ's co-op, like it requires them to kind of fundamentally like rethink how the combat is gonna go. So that's why they have to do like a beta, and then they have to go back and like work on it again. So like WuWa would probably have to do the same thing, but I think it might take some shifting of like the combat fundamentals, but I think it would be worth it for them in the long run. I think it would be fun. And do not mention ZZZ co-op. I hope Plastic's listening.
What's that?
I hope he's listening, bro. Enough of the ZZZ co-op slander.
Always the hardest. I was hoping you'd say that. I shall sweep the rest.
I think I saw the other one in... Yeah, I don't know if I have to like drain this water, don't I? You think if I just jump in there I can get it? Probably too easy. Is it gonna pump even if I don't have it like going anywhere else? Can I just have it like... I mean, it's taking some water out. Is this going down? I can scan it, can I? Oh, it is. Waiting on endgame content at this point? I still have... Yeah, I still have a lot to do until they, I still have a lot to do, but they are going to add... Oh yeah, Mickey, thanks for following as well earlier on Twitch. Sorry, I missed it. Thank you for following. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like exploration and stuff to do. I think they're gonna be like adding, I don't know, there's story stuff to do. There's a picture taking event to do. Picture taking, the true endgame. So if I just like delete this, if I stash this, will the water go back in? Okay, this is kind of... I don't know if this is the best way to do this, but like I don't really need like this clean water. Like I can go get some from somewhere else, right? Like I don't need to store this in a bottle. Okay, delete these. Do I just have like water? Oh, cleared out. Okay. Nice.
Is it a spirit?
You can't
There's a higher chance of making the web browser Tetris a permanent mode than the co-op thing. We'll get a new round of it every 3 months if we're lucky. Okay. Me when I lie on the internet? Bro, I hope you didn't bet on the Super Bowl, because like your predictions are not looking too hot. I'm just saying. Your parlays are not going to be hitting. Is all I'm saying. I have to drain another one. This pool is massive, dog. All right, set him up. Oh my god, they're gonna attack me and take me out of my thing. Dude, what is this angle? Okay, thank you. Okay. It was for content. It was for the stream. I'm defeated by a hexagon. Okay, here we go. Does he know? Wait, do I know what? Are you not supposed to just set up like 4 fluid pumps and then delete them and then is that not how you're supposed to clear out water? Set like 4 or 5 fluid pumps and then delete them and then reset them. Telling me there's an easier way? You want to fight now that I got Electro Team near min-max? I still have to do like gear artificing and stuff. Liquid storage? Is there like something in here? So this is a fluid tank. This is a sprinkler. I mean, is there something that just like eats water? I don't see anything. This is like the easiest way, right? Doink. I'm in. Re-Crisis was pretty fun too, because there was no timer on it, right? It's just like, here's a boss fight, do it. One fluid tank holds 500 units of water. So I could do a fluid tank. I could just have it lead to a fluid tank instead. That was like really fast. That was like really fast. Like having 5 going at once was kind of tough.
I'm in the flow.
And I was hoping you'd say that.
God.
Who's that? I'll kill you!
Our support ready. Here's our chance.
I shall sweep the rest.
Spotted up. Forget about delay by ear. You can't escape gravity. Yeah.
I shall sweep the rest.
Oh, yeah. The other thing I was gonna say about the drama slop stuff is that now when I'm reevaluating like how, because like, you know, you can take the approach of like just not speaking about anyone else at all, but like I feel like in a normal,
Usually bury these good
like in a normal environment, if someone like says something, like in a conversational environment, if someone like says something, you should be able to like address something that's said, like in a conversational way, not in like it doesn't have to be like in a confrontational way, you know what I mean? So it's like striking the balance between that and, you know. I think I have to clear this out. I probably will. Is this the quest that someone was telling me about? This looks like a deep cave that you can explore. See lights down there. I'll do that later. Probably do need the storage tank for that. Emptied it into the ponds by the teleporter? Have fun pumping that? That was like really... It's like a sadistic smile at the end of that statement. I don't know how I feel about that. Do you think I can't? You think I'm not gonna, like, you think I can't pump it using my method? Like, it would be done in like. Where's this quest? Dang, this unlocks tomorrow? Yeah. Is it this one? No. Ooh, this one. You think I'm not gonna sit here and do this like with my method? Like, it's gotta be faster, right? Okay, how many units of water? I can just scan it, right? 40,000? $40,000? What's 40,000 divided by 50? 40k divided by 50. 350. 800. Okay. Maybe this is not the best method for doing this. Took you 2.5 hours to do that using 5 pumps? I'm surprised there's no way to just like take it to another source of water. Or just like leave it overnight or something. There's water over there. Like what is facility construction? Brother guy. You emptied it to the pond by the teleporter. Oh, this. Is that what I was just looking at? I was probably looking over here. Okay, that makes sense. I think... Oh, I have these... So this fluid supply unit, this... Oh yeah, that's what you'd use to dump it. Makes sense. Oh yeah, that's what they had me set up over there with the tutorial. Pump it to an... Can you pump it to an infinite source? Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I also think... Bro, I don't even need 50. I don't even need 100. Okay, I think I'm also gonna... Still need these for the other place. Search towers, I don't need them. Drills, I think I'm good. Got everything. Put that. But I do need... Where are they? Right here. I can lead it. This is the pond right here. Yeah.
Where you running?
How many of these can I set up? Oh yeah, we got 4. So I just need 4 pumps, and ideally, I'll just set them on this side instead then. This works. Do you think this... It probably wouldn't, like, yeah. Like, as the water goes down, I'm assuming it would not be able to pump. Dude, sometimes I just get confused. Like, how is this not allowed? Dude, how is this not allowed? Like, legitimately. This is perfect. Like, in every way. Oh, is it because the dude is standing there? Whatever. It'll pump all the way through even if the water drops to the bottom? Alright, good shout. Good shout. We'll pull in here then. God, try to sprint. Now, I do have pipe bridges, so it'll be okay, right? Bro discovered water pumping laws? I don't... What does he mean by this? These are kind of cute little, like, water bridges. This looks kind of ugly though. Oh gosh. Dude, I'm really confused on this. Whatever. These two work. Maybe top-down view when building out of AIC. Oh yeah, true. I agree. I'll second that motion, or I'll third that motion. Yeah, dude, top-down is just way too good. It's like really hard to. It's really hard to go back after you've done top-down. Is this too long? Single pipe limit exceeded? How do I select this pipe? What do I have to connect it to? A tank or something? Use a liquid tank? Liquid tank is a length buffer? Okay, okay, got it. Got it, on the case. I have some in my inventory. Oh, I stashed them earlier. Oh wait, I can use the TP. Okay, I should only need 2 of them. The freebies it gives to me. Here we go. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted the pie. Kind of jumped the gun on that one.
Uh-huh.
Why do they have a limit for pipes? Seems kind of... Oh, I see this. Let's see what's going on here. Wait, so you just manually... Wait, there's something I can... Okay, good. So you just manually deleted... What's 40,000 divided by... 40,000 divided by 500. So you just manually deleted 80 storage tanks over 2.5 hours? Is that what you did? I'm not judging or anything. I'm just kind of curious. Delete it 4 times? Yes. That's crazy. That's dedication, though. That's some dedication. Your dedication to Enfield is appreciated. W Enfielder. Because when did we start saying like W everything? When did that happen? Who started that? Success. All of this, and I'm gonna be tearing this down at the end, by the way, because it's so ugly and it's ruining the scenery. I'm gonna end up tearing all this down anyway. One pump only pumps 1 water per second, but you can combine them onto 1 pipe so they carry 2 water pipes. But too late, oops. You don't need that many, just 1 will do the job. Yeah, I could've, yeah. Yeah, now that I think about it. I'm just gonna have to leave this anyway for a while. Wait, so 1 pipe pumps 1 per second. Usually we're used to 1 per 2 seconds. So 1 per 1 second is faster. You can combine them onto 1 pipe since they carry 2 water per second. Wait, 2 water per second. But it pumps 1 per 1 second. Dang, bro, what the helly? 69, nice. Anyway. Okay, so basically you can have 1 pump. You can have 2 pipes for 1 pump. But what's the dumping speed? Industrialization never ruins the scenery? Wait, you might be onto something. Output rate 3 per second? Current output rate 1 per second. Oh dang, you actually could be like dumping hella water through a single thing. Alright, it was a good learning. That was a good learning process though. That was a good learning that was a learning experience, you know? So when it comes down to it, when we're making our factory, we'll have better knowledge of the pipe system. That's what it's all about. You guys already respawn? Alright, well, I guess I'll come back to that tomorrow or something. Guess I can do something else. I do want to look at gear artificing. I want to see what this is all about. Should I take my zipline? Should I take my zipline over there? Would that be kind of tough or what? You thought I was joking, but I'm gonna do it right now. One pipe can handle 2 pumpers, so you can combine the pipe of 2 pumpers into 1 pipe. One pipe can handle 2 pumpers. So you can combine the pipe of 2 pumpers into 1 singular pipe. I get it. I get it. So you'd have the pipes coming out of 2 pumps and they would converge into 1 pipe. And then you could have that 1 pipe. Oh, so I could have even more pumps running, pumping faster. Cause then that 1 pipe could connect to like the 1 dumper. I see. So I could have literally doubled the amount of pumps I was running. Okay. Bro has 1 pull worth of training guides. Should I sit here and do the training guides? I can do that. I can do that in a sec. Because what's gonna happen when like I go through all of the content in 1.0 and there's still like 20 days left. What are we gonna do? Is that when we start playing Wuthering Waves? Do all the training guides right now. Okay, well, I am the Cobra commander of this stream, so I think that I will not be doing as you say. I have a fragile male ego that I need to protect right now, so I'm not gonna dance to your tune. Oh, is this? Oh, this is the lady that we talked to that like Chen was like, oh, we should go talk to her for gear. Dang. Already out of content aside from exploration side quests?
Huh?
Yeah, the exploration will take up a decent chunk of time.
Uh-huh.
Is it true that Genshin? Does anybody here even play Genshin?
Thanks.
Does anybody still play Genshin? Are we getting 60 pulls next patch? Was that a leak or is that true? I think that was a leak. It'd be kind of crazy for them to give you like 62 pulls in a patch. Oh yeah, consumes materials to improve stats of gold quality gear. Improve stats, you say? Improve the 3 stats of this quality of gear. A successful artificing attempt provides a fixed numerical increase. Limit to the number of artificing being formed. Okay. The preview of various pieces of gear that can be used as artificing materials. What? What's a Genshin? Okay, so you need to craft the gear. And then you need, oh. +3. Someone said you could change the actual stat on that? So it's just increases to the stat it gives you. It doesn't like I feel like someone said that you could like literally change this stat or something. That would be kind of weird. Like that would like change the whole, that would like, yeah, I don't think that can't be true.
Wow, you're awesome.
64 limited pools? And those leaks always got up 5 to 10% pools since they're usually, okay. 64, I mean, if we had 5 to 10%, I mean, we're looking at what, 70 or so pulls? Less than that? Can't change the stats? Okay. That's actually, I'm actually kind of glad about that, because it kind of ruins the whole purpose of like picking out the gear, the static drops in the first place. But you can upgrade it. That's good. I think I need to, since it requires you to sacrifice gear, I need to go turn on my components thing again. Should have done that, like, I should have done that yesterday. I completely forgot. What is he saying here? Aren't these from a batch of fully rated crates? Oh yeah, this was supposed to be like at the beginning. I already found all this. Oh man. 64 limited pulls. Like, dude, that's what I mean. Like, how is Genshin getting away with that? Like, can't they... I know they're only doing one limited character, but still, I mean... It feels like they're not even, like, fighting to keep their audience. But still, they're, like, the biggest... Are they the biggest still? Well, like, it's hard. I'm sure it fluctuates or whatever. It's hard to tell for sure. But, like, they're one of the biggest. And it's like they don't even care. They're not even trying to, like... play like the market game or whatever. All right, resume gear. Resume gear crafting. I have 10,000. And if I want to up my stock bill earnings, is it time to craft the meds thing? I mean, I got let's take all this out. I got 90 per minute. I can have one more port here. Why would they fight? They earn hundreds of millions by doing the bare minimum. Like, it's kind of true, dog. Like, at a certain point, it's like kind of true. I wonder if Genshin 2.0 will bring like massive changes. Like, you think we'll get like a dodge, like a perfect dodge, like WuWa has and Enfield has? You think they'll like you think they'll significantly upgrade the game engine and all that stuff? Surely they will, right? Surely. What's going on here? Oh, this is... Uh-oh. Guys, I have too much Shiranite. Fixed. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Genshin's Genshin's a toughie. I go back and forth. Like, I did enjoy the story. Oh yeah, speaking of story, I rewatched the WuWa 3.1 again. Kind of mentioned in the Discord, but I have like updated feelings about it. Like, I think I enjoyed it more. I think a rewatch definitely did a lot to, like, for the enjoyment. I think I understood certain things a little more too. Also spoilers really quick, but like the one question that I actually have that I wanted to ask people is that I actually was like very well sold on like a lot of the emotional beats. There was one thing that I kind of wasn't feeling as much, and it was like Amith's thing with Rover about like wanting to keep him/her safe or like protect her. That was the one thing I couldn't get. She seemed like really, really like obsessed with that idea of like, although now that I'm thinking about it, I can definitely explain it. But yeah, that was like the one thing that was a little... where the vibe like didn't hit as much. Although I understand, like, I think the concept of what was going for, but I think maybe what took me out was kind of like the anime tropey imagery of like, you know, the character with like the crazy eyes, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Protect Rover. Why? Has his life ever been in danger? LOL. Guy's got plot armor made. I think that was one thing that kind of, where I was kind of curious. Like, I don't know, like maybe I was just I was kind of like confused on how dire the stakes were or something. I wanna explore this area up a little bit. Rover the Rizzler? Okay, don't say that. We're gonna get canceled, bro. It's gonna be like a gotcha smack situation. Which again, I think the reaction to him was a little extreme, but you know. Oh, I have to bring the power all the way. Forgot about that. Dude, I need to set a zip right here. But like, when am I ever gonna need to come back here? More so her naive savior complex. She wanted to protect Rover by not burdening them. That Amith won't be able to stay. Basically, the entire ignorance is bliss stuff is built up. It built up. I'll keep my opinion to myself. Oh no, you can share your opinion. No, I wasn't saying don't share your opinion. You can feel free to share whatever. I was kind of joking. I was teasing. Like I was.
This reminds me of campfires.
Making a joke out of it.
Both seem to share the same warmth.
I think didn't I open a shortcut? Yeah, over there.
Engaging. Stay safe, team. Let's show them what we got.
Okay, so what I, you know, because I'm a critical thinker. That sounds kind of cringe to say that, but like, I was thinking like, you know, when I was watching the story the second time. So, I guess I'll give the full context too. So like, and this might explain why. Like, I don't think this may be, but it's a possible explanation of why the emotional beats hit more the second time, and it's because the first time I watched it, I watched Gotcha Smack's stream, and you know, like he was having a good time and stuff watching it. But the second time I watched Ruby, y'all know Ruby, like VTuber. I watched it on her stream, and she was like crying and stuff, so she was like very emotionally into it. So like, it could be like that based on like the streamer's like reaction to it. It also like influences like how you're feeling and like the rest of the chat and stuff, which is possible. I don't think necessarily, but that could be possible. That could be possible. I included that for the sake of fully understanding and coming to understand the truth of the matter. But there's what it is. But okay, with that disclaimer being said, I think a lot of the emotional beats hit like they were hitting. Not just they were hitting, but also I think I understood like the motivations and stuff more.
Accepts you all.
But like on the rewatch, the one thing it was kind of like, I think the one thing that took me out was, yeah, like Amith, like the kind of like crazy eyes moment, and Amith's kind of like, I think with Rover being who they are, it felt kind of weird that like they need to be protected in a way. I don't know, maybe that didn't hit. But then also because I'm like thinking through it, it also reminded me like this dynamic of like parent being maybe a little mad at, oh, that was another thing. Okay, sorry, my thought, these are extremely jumbled thoughts. Okay, we're gonna circle back. I think another reason is like her reaction. I maybe expected more anger from her, like, you know, because like Rover left as the parent, so maybe some anger from the point of view of like, why did you leave to go do this or something? Maybe mods, can we just cut the VOD for the last like 10 minutes and let's just restart. Let's just restart. So Amith's motivation for wanting to protect Rover was likely because A, she had already lost parents. B, the savior complex thing that she inherited from Rover. And then, is there a C? Is there a third part to that? Every gotcha game C is exempt from failure or mistakes that leads to terrible consequences. Kinda. I've never thought about it like that, but... And when I was confused about Ameth's motivation, I actually remember this one scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender where it is actually pretty similar. Where Katara, have we seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? Do I need, like, is where Katara in season 3, it's where Aang wakes up after his coma thing, and then he leaves, and then Katara like goes to her dad, and like she's pissed that Aang left, right? Like Aang left, and literally it's because Aang had this feeling of like, I need to redeem myself, and I should have, like, I failed in bossing Say, and like I need to go and save the world essentially. And like she's pissed at him because she's thinking like, you know, why can't he see that like we can help and we want to help him, and why does he think he needs to do it all on his own? But then she was also pissed at her dad because when her mom died in the Southern Water Tribe, the dad ended up then leaving the tribe afterwards to go like fight in the war. So she felt like she had lost both parents. So she was like, I was like, I understood why you had to leave, but I was still angry. And then she just needed to like express it to her dad and like cry and like get it out. But it's kind of like an interesting emotional thing because like you can understand why you shouldn't feel that way. She literally was crying. She was like, I understand, so why do I still feel this way? You know what I mean? And I kind of felt like hints of that with Ameth's thing, but I also felt a lot more of it also felt more like anime tropey of the whole like, I need to protect this person. And then again, I think the crazy eye thing like really took me out. You know, I think maybe if she'd had more complicated feelings towards Rover for leaving in the first place, than strictly like, and oh wait, maybe this is the core of the thing. Rather than strictly feeling like, I need to protect you, I need to protect you, I need to protect you, I need to protect you. Like, you know, and then she was like pissed like on their behalf of like the homeworld, like cutting ties with them, and the Rover's whole situation of like being sent there to like constantly save the world, and you know what I'm saying? I was maybe I just kind of expected more of like Katara's reaction of having more complicated feelings, you know? Avatar: Last Airbender, the GOAT, yeah. It might be one of the greatest pieces of fiction ever put, like that pen ever put to paper. Alina Smith says, hey, how are you? Okay, how do we think this is going to go? How do we think this conversation is going to go? How do we think this conversation is about to go?
We'll end this fight easily.
I'll leave that side to you.
To show you that in Enfield, bro, Perlica literally hints and nudges the administrator with accepting help from his friends, not just blindly sacrificing himself over and over and going into stasis and losing memories and worse. Good point, actually. Good point. And that's very in line with Enfield's themes of, we talked about before, like the theme of camaraderie and group effort and like factions of like normal people building towards like a greater cause than what like one person could do by themselves. Yeah. I was supposed to drag power lines. I got like super distracted by that conversation. I was supposed to drag a power line that way. Yeah, I hope they expand on that more too. I definitely think that's kind of where the story was going, and I should make like a video about that, TBH, about like the story. I'll include that in something. I feel like this story, when you say this story, do you mean talking about WuWa or Enfield? Sorry. But it has a lot of parallels to Avatar. Dude, I think Avatar is just one of those stories of, like, it's just one of the classics, you know? It's just one of the classics. Like, the that like Katara scene with her dad, like I just feel like you don't see that kind of stuff. Like you just don't see that kind of stuff today. It's like very like real. And yeah, you mean Enfield? Yeah. It's like so real, and it's like so real that like, you know, some people will experience it, but like people sometimes they won't even. I just ran without extending the power lines again, bro. What's going on? Like they'll experience it, but they won't even have the words to know that like that's what they're feeling, right? Like the whole thing of like I feel all of these things that Katara was saying, but like saying like why do I even feel this way? You know, like I know that I logically like shouldn't, because like it's not your fault. Like I shouldn't be mad at you because it's not your fault, because like it was the Fire Nation that like killed Mom. It was the Fire Nation that started the war. You're going to fight in the war, you know. Like I'm still angry, you know. Like that kind of stuff is just extremely, I don't know, very real. Haven't watched Avatar, so I can't comment on it. I definitely recommend Avatar to everybody. Like even if you're watching it first time as an adult, it's really, really good. It's a show that stands the test of time, for sure. It's one of those stories. It's like bro, there's like YouTube channels. I'm into the power lines. I almost took a turn and fucking skipped it again, if I'm being honest. It's one of those stories that, yeah, like especially if kids were watching it, like I watched it when I was a kid. It just teaches you so much about life and such. And there's YouTube channels, like I don't know, like I'm into kind of like booktube or whatever you call it, like book YouTubers. But there's a channel called like Hello Future Me. It's a guy named Tim or whatever his name is. And his channel is like very centered around Avatar. Like he still references Avatar in writing lessons like 15 years later, dude. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Like textbook in so many ways. Avatar's timeless, yeah. And the conversation's so deep, you've been randomly running on the map. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it goes, dude. But yeah, so I think maybe with the Amith relationship, and like I really liked Rover. Like the whole when I was watching the second time, that one comment came to mind. I turned from a Rover hater to a Rover glazer. I was thinking about that and I was like, you know, like Rover's kind of cooking pretty well in this story, like as a character. I'm getting more like interesting character vibes from the character of Rover. With like added backstory, and now they're kind of like becoming more of a not necessarily complex, but because they're still very committed to this goal of like helping humanity and stuff, which is like very noble. But there are a lot of good characters like that who kind of are just good. Like I was thinking of, I talked about this in the Discord, but I was thinking about Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. And Aragorn is like more broody because he has like a more like tragic past. He actually has his memories and stuff. But I could kind of see some parallels in a way. Like and I shared that video in the Discord about like it's like the archetypal king character type or something like that. where like the archetypal king, like so with Aragorn, it's like he kind of like knows what to say to like if somebody's like struggling with something, he kind of like knows. He's got like the wisdom, the sage wisdom. He also is like 80 years old or something. But so he's like been around a while and he's seen a lot of stuff. But like it kind of parallels, you know, like you have like because Rover's always kind of like knowing what to say, I guess. Dude, amnesia, dude, I'm telling you, the amnesia like kills so many things. Like I know amnesia is like a classic storytelling advice, but it like kind of kills so much potential for stories, because like Rover like could have this past of being like the sage wise character, but because of amnesia, you're just kind of sitting there and you're like, okay, but like you don't remember any of that. Like this other, like this past you might have experienced all this stuff, but the current you is like 2 years old. You were a 2-year-old person. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. Bro, I can't just put this in the middle. Like that's disgusting. I'm putting it right here. Amnesia overused. Yeah. It's a classic like storytelling mechanic for a reason, because especially for fantasy worlds, it lets you basically, we might have talked about this before, so maybe you already know this, but like basically because if you're coming into a fantasy world, you have all of this stuff to explain to the reader, to the audience. But if your main character is already familiar with all this stuff, it doesn't really make sense to like re-explain stuff to them because they already know it. So what do? You just like give them an amnesia, or like isekai, right? Like a totally new person to the fantasy world. And now you like, now when like people are explaining things, like as the main character is learning things and people explain things to them, you, the audience, learn it. That's why it's like used in so many different like fantasy stories, I guess, or stories like this. But it makes some things like really hard to buy. I don't know, like if you have someone who just like doesn't have memories, like even this Rover Amith relationship, that, you know, like they were like, the Rover was like shown a few scenes, but again, I feel like maybe if we'd gotten like like another patch in between, like I think if they'd, it was when I was watching the second playthrough, I kind of noticed the point where I would have split it. Like right when Rover gets the first, shown that one image of like when they're in the house for the first time, and that one floaty thing like shows this like interaction between her and Amith, I would have split it right there, and I'd be like, insert like 1 or 2 patches of shenanigans and then continue forth to the ending of this patch. Maybe that kills the pacing, because like, I don't know, the pacing was kind of strong in the last couple hours, but I don't know. That could have been kind of cool to witness as well. Do I even need to drill this, bro? I just want to open something up like around here. Levitain story quest feels especially sweet considering both MC and her basically have amnesia, jumbled memories. Yeah, that adds some, that's kind of interesting. That's an interesting dynamic, actually. That's a way you can make it interesting. I'm like really committed to the aesthetics of these towers. I don't want to just plop one down in a random... Like putting them in corners. Shouldn't have jumped. Okay. Like how Lave handled hers? I have to finish that quest. Maybe we'll finish it now, actually. I'm in the mood to consume a story. I'm in the mood. From here to... I'll just continue this. It's okay. I kind of heard about Levitane's story already. It's kind of hard to just avoid completely. And I still don't know exactly what happens. So I'll get to see it for myself. The gate I wanted is down there. Which means I'm gonna jump. I'm jumping for it, guys. Let me shorten this just to be safe. I'm pretty sure that's... I'm pretty sure I can make that. I hope the WuWa story continues on this level, you know? I hope it continues on that. Cause I don't know, like, I don't know how they came up with this idea. I don't know how they came up with this idea of making Amith the daughter. I don't know who came up with that, but that was kind of creative. MC's Amnesia hits harder in Enfield because you have all these relationships with characters and people talk so well about you. You have no idea what you did. Yeah, honestly, like, the whole, like, MC Amnesia thing gets a bad rap, and I was just kind of complaining about it myself, but, maybe I'm just an Enfield glazer, like, maybe I'm just biased, but I kind of feel like, I feel like they're going for an interesting twist, you know? Like, maybe that's cope. Maybe, like, definitionally that's cope. But, because, like, if you don't enjoy the current thing, it doesn't really matter if, like, a later, like, you know... Like, it doesn't retroactively probably make these better. Maybe it does, but... Like, because you had to play the thing, and, like, you had to play this patch, and then you have to wait. So you're, like, you're looking at this in a vacuum. Like, if you didn't like this part of the story, then I guess it wouldn't change it, even if they do have an interesting twist on it. But... I feel like there are hints. Like, if you're kind of picking up on hints, I feel like it kind of... There's some potential. For an interesting twist with the whole Amnesia thing. a sec. Because there's already like interesting like tweaks with the whole, like usually with Amnesia it's like nobody knows who you are, but here like they know who you are, you know? There's all these like records of stuff that you've literally done. You know what I mean? And like in WuWa you end up meeting people who know who you are, but I feel like they... Are we thinking they came up with that later? Like I don't know if that was the intent from the start. I feel like they pivoted to that. What does Launard have? Nothing. Oh wait, I need these. I'm pretty sure this is important. Yeah, as far as WuWa goes, I think that was the main... That was like one of the main revelations that I had on the second rewatch.
How did you
I think
know
my
love shines?
ideas on the antagonist, like Aleph 1 being a chump, I feel like that's kind of unchanged because kind of is a chump, I guess. But I think that was about all I really did. I think, yeah, it made me appreciate certain parts of it more. And also kind of narrowed down the parts that didn't land as much. They know who you represent, only a few actually know who you are. Oh, and WuWa? Is that what you mean? What do you mean in Enfield? Sorry, I keep getting confused. I mean, you can kind of apply that to both, right? It's like not even worth upgrading these. Okay, that's fogged down. I don't know if there's any more drill, like any more ore that I can get here. I need to somehow explore, I don't know which angle I'm supposed to come from. Probably this.
Stay alert. This hostile moves slow. Let's show them what we got. You can't escape gravity! Yeah! Support, support, right. Here's our kill! I shall sweep the Light of the land! Commence L7. Annihilate!
From the storms, it came.
Pressing all my ults.
Don't stop, keep moving! A definitive outcome achieved.
100% MC is Priestess's child. There's some strong hints to story and text. Wait, who's the Priestess? Oh wait, and if you don't know anything about Priestess, the story could take a very interesting turn. Okay. You're all Enfield? Okay, yeah, no worries. I think I remember. Or yeah, like I picked up on that. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'll remember that too. But yeah, that does apply to Enfield. I mean, we don't even know who they are, unless maybe you have some like Arknights insider Arknights lore. Yeah, OG Arknights. Yeah, that's what I assumed. Display the map area? Wait, this is a different map area? I'm like halfway through this. Do this quest.
Be extra careful. That enemy looks really dangerous.
Don't want to get into this now. Eventually they'll explain the mask and everything in Enfield. I only know what I know from the anime. There's an anime, right? Maybe I should watch that in the Arknights anime. Like, yeah, it's probably not connected to Enfield, but it would be interesting to know a little bit. See a little bit of that world. Yeah, I think Perlica mentioned the mask is for limiting power consumption. I think Perlica mentioned that. Something like that. Bro, I think in WuWa, I think the MC, I think the rover needs to get like nerfed. I think they're already effectively nerfed, but
She's been here.
I think they just need to make it official
Traces
and
left behind.
just make, I don't know, like some people like MC aura farming stories and some people like collective effort stories. I feel like gachas just lend themselves to the collective effort thing because you're meeting so many characters. It just makes sense. Like giving them all a role and some contribution makes more sense than like having one character do everything. But because the administrator is kind of nerfed too.
Wanna help look for my memories?
This long ear seems.
I haven't played this
connected
part
to her.
yet. Oh dang. Yeah, it might be spoilers.
Move those legs and run, Black Ears. The city's lost and the fire burns near. Hey, slow down! Not so fast! Time to go home, little one. You stopped. Couldn't find it anymore? Alright, little one. I guess you don't want to leave your home too far behind. But what about my home? Are these childhood impressions real? Or are they just false fairy tales?
Yeah, like in Enfield with the MC
Where
being
did I really
nerfed.
come from?
I don't know. I think it's a better.
She's
Again, I
looking
think
for
with
memories
like
of
I'm
home.
waiting for Rossi's quest, but I really hope Rossi's quest is all about realizing that the administrator is not actually this like big, you know,
Where are those memories buried?
like like the legendary figure that they read about or whatever. Which could be an interesting like story.
Before I became the administrator.
Gachas really like to do the
Where should I go
amnesia
now?
trope thing. Yeah, it's because it's really easy. It's like an easy way to introduce like a character in a world, and also self-insert. It accomplishes like several things at once, which is why it's like the go-to. But if they wanna explore like an interesting, like some interesting facets to it, like they could make a like what WuWa's kind of doing it too, I guess, with the recent info we just learned about Rover. Kind of like the way that ReZero took like the isekai genre and then like put some interesting twists on it. You know what I'm saying? So that it like feels like a very unique and meaningful story, even though it's using like the general isekai framework at the start. It's probably important, right? History surrounds case of volcanic disasters. Demon activity.
Burning demons, dealing with disasters.
Nice
She do
soundtrack.
all this?
These old records are useless. They tell me nothing about who I am. Time to look elsewhere.
She's still
I need a relaxing soundtrack. I feel like my pulse was spiking. We were talking about Avatar earlier, and like the Amith Rover relationship. I feel like my pulse was like spiking. And now I had like an adrenaline high. Now I'm like coming down. Now I'm like crashing.
Can't quit here. I should keep looking.
She went over there. Radio?
Okay, 0. Lock in. 0. This. Oh, that would have been perfect. I don't think Rossi sees Enmin as the amazing legendary figure. She adores Enmin due to something he did in the past. No, but that's that. Yeah, well, isn't that? No, because well, in the quest when they saw each other for the first time, she was saying all of these.
The trail.
She was literally talking about all these events that like didn't happen.
No.
And it was kind of played as a
Annoying
joke,
stuff is messing with my
but I think the point is that like she was talking about all these events that like didn't actually happen, and that's where like her like adoration came from or something. That's what I mean, like a legendary figure almost.
Where's she going?
It was like a kid meeting like Superman or Spider-Man or something. But like they're not actually, you know. It's like not only do they not do those things, but they're not even that person that they were anymore. So it's like double whammy, I guess. An IQ filter. No, it's easy to miss things sometimes. It's easy to miss things like that. Someone she mired and wants approval. Yeah, well, and there's potential in terms of like character development, like what happens when like the person you put on a pedestal, when that like image comes crashing down, you know what I mean? It could be like interesting to see like what kind of story, like I don't know, that's like a prediction that I have, but they could like not go in that direction. They could do like you know, more like MC Glaze Slop or something. That's also that's also possible, I suppose. Ice cream, nursery rhymes.
lifeless cradle and the ruins of the Great Oak. This feels like the cradle of the ages.
Thank goodness. You finally picked up the call, Entman.
Yeah. I found trails of that red-haired Sarkaz girl in Valley 4.
Great. I've also uncovered something new in the Rhodes Island archives. It's an HR dossier on a particular operator from the Age of Terra. Red-haired Sarkaz, fire, and a sword. The appearance and abilities of this operator match your descriptions. Her name is Surtur. What you saw is probably Lavitane, a reconvener with close ties to Surtur.
So that's who she is.
Records from Rhodes Island also mention that Surtur suffered from memory impairment. She had chronic
What the heck?
polymnestic
Where's my
disorder
log?
and never knew which of her memories truly belonged to her.
Surtur. Wait, they're actually saying his name?
When she first opened her eyes, she only saw the ruins of a small town, solidified lava, and a sword of unknown origins in her hands. Her mind was filled with all sorts of fragmented memories. She could not answer who she was, where she was from, or what she wanted
Yeah,
to do.
when he gets rid of the mask, we'll be back to MC ore farming slub. I hope not. Hope not.
Surtur was later recruited by Rhodes Island. She spent plenty of time in solo operations in search of her memories.
Did you find them?
No, if we're just looking at the Rhodes Island archives. As for Lavitane, after her awakening on Talos 2, she continued her search for her actual memories, just like Surtur had done. She hasn't been in contact with Rhodes Island for quite a while.
And who's that shadow that looks like her?
Endman, I've made a few deductions of my own. Lavitane may have started on the wrong trail. The further she goes into the protocol space, the less likely she is to find her memories.
References
She
to
might
OG
even
Arknights?
encounter
Yeah,
unknown threats.
Surtur mentioned? Where's, I think there's no
Her
log.
injuries
I
will
want to
only
go
get
look
worse
back
with
at the
each
stuff.
attempt.
She's,
That explains her old wounds.
I need to ask you for a favor, Endman. Please, help her. You're the only one we have right now with unrestricted access into the protocol space.
Of course. Leave it to me. She probably went to the Cradle of the Ages.
I mean, if... Sorry, so what do they even say there? She, basically, she... She was Surtur, but then she lost her memories, and now she... Kinda lost. I'm a little lost. Bro, this guy just torched the entire...
A definitive outcome achieved through
Firefighter
strong
girl from OG
teamwork.
Arknights is my favorite design.
It's all part
Who's
of
the
our
firefighter
job.
girl?
Best thing I've done today.
This is Surtur? She's a reconvener. She only has Surtur's memories, but Surtur had an illness and had jumbled memories. So Leviathan is double whammied than usual. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, wait. Nice. Thanks for the summary. Okay. Interesting. Her name is Shaw. Shaw Arknights. Oh, she's just a firefighter. Okay, that's funny. There's like a lot of funny like art.
Hope I can find her.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can continue. My brain's kind of fried. I feel like if I continue, I won't be able to appreciate the story. I might just call it early today. Might just call it a little early today. Bro, it was that WuWa story discussion. It's always Wuthering Waves, bro. That fried my brain. Alright. I think I might just call it and then we'll reconvene. Get it? We'll reconvene this later. Alright. Couch gamers realize why the games limit you to 10 minutes a day? Yeah. Yeah. Proof that it's bad for your health? Dude, what was an interesting game to like
Only by walking upon
analyze or critique or whatever?
truly appreciate every breath and
Because
pulse of life. And this is what Enfield is fighting
I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like it's the deepest story ever told. But I don't know. I think because on the surface, like maybe I don't know why I have this thing with WuWa, but it's like on the surface, I just never like see what the big deal is, I guess. I'm just kind of like, oh, what's the big deal here? Then like everyone else will be like kind of like losing their minds over it. So then like because of that, I'm like, let me re-examine what I'm looking at. And so then I'll look again and I'll be like, let me like actually try. And then I'll start seeing stuff. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe that's why. But alright. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Alright. Take care. Stay safe out there. See ya. Bye-bye. See ya. See ya. Oh, thanks again for watching the stream and all that stuff. Thanks for chatting and all that. It was fun. Thank you. Thank you very much.